A la conferencia de prensa con Medvedev. Bienvenidos a nuestros usuarios de Facebook. En breve daremos inicio a la conferencia de prensa con Medvedev. Thank you all for coming. We will begin this press conference briefly. I'll remind you to put your phones in silence, please. Les recordamos que se tienen que presentar todos con nombre y medio antes de hacer su pregunta, por favor. Welcome, Medvedev. First question, please.
Sorry. You had a very comfortable win against Pablo, and you seem also very comfortable in your first edition here in Acapulco. But about the atmosphere, the weather, the schedule, would you prefer to play in a later schedule in the evening, or do you like this or?
Three. Yeah. So I guess I'm lucky not to play the last match. At the same time, from what I've seen, every match is great. You know, starting at 6, so you don't have sun anymore. So even if it's still hot and humid, it's not gonna change. All the night is gonna stay the same. Even when there were matches after midnight, people were still here. So I feel like every match is great. You know, is a holiday, and that's what I like.
Hi, Daniel. Alejandro Centeno from 2DN. Um, it seems like it was an easy match for you. What was the difference between yesterday's match and today's match? Did you change anything in your game?
Yeah, well, it's never easy. Pablo is a very tough opponent, and I knew before the match that I had to fight from first to last point. Managed, to convert, I think, almost all the games where I had break points. Saved one or two games where he had break points, and, sometimes the score doesn't really show how the match was, and when you play this kind of tournaments, every match is really tough. And actually, that's when it's good when you manage to win with these easy scores, because it never means that the match was easy, but finally you didn't lose a lot of nerves, a lot of physical shape, and that's what was positive today. Yes.
Hi, Daniel over here, Maria Mora from Fox Sports. What's your take on Zverev's incident? He got hot-headed yesterday, and what can you say about that? I know that you as players sometimes experience a lot of emotion on court, but what can you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think the way we see the situation right now, when we look back, I think that's what happened to me a few times. He made a mistake. He paid for it. From what he says, he understands that he made the mistake, and that's the most important. People, no matter which job, which sport, everybody makes mistakes. Somebody less, somebody makes bigger ones, maybe more times. Somebody doesn't learn them, or for some reason cannot stop from doing something or something like this. So I think, yeah, was definitely not nice what he did, but he understands it also, and he already got his punishment, if we can say like this. So I don't see much what I can actually say about this. As I say, from my point of view, I understand when you make mistakes, but you regret it, and next time you try not to make it.
Hi, Daniel, over here. I'm Juan from ITP. How much fantasy football help you not to think about tennis all day? And also, what's your favorite Mexican food so far? Thanks.
Both question is positive answer. I like fantasy football. I play against my friends. I try to follow matches. I try to make a good team, so I enjoy it. Sometimes I get angry when somebody doesn't score a penalty or something like this. It's fun. it's a lot of fun. It's following the sport I love, which is soccer also. So yeah, for example, today there were 3 matches. I was on my phone following the scores and actually triple captain Salah, so was quite happy. And about the food also, great food so far. Yeah, don't even know what to add, just great food.
We will now continue with 2 questions from web. James Spencer, please go ahead.
Hi Daniil. Hi Daniil. James Spencer, Ubi Tennis again. A very resounding win in the end. Obviously, Pablo's been around a while and he's a popular figure on the ATP tour. What do you respect most about him?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I played Pablo 2 times, US Open and here. And both matches, I was playing good these both matches. I managed, to serve well, return well, so it was not easy for him. But the way he fought, and I saw this in other matches last year, especially I remember during clay season when he beat Roger and Team in back-to-back tournaments, both of them being a set down against Roger and 2 sets down against Dominic. That's what I think everybody respects the most about Pablo. His fighting spirit. He's a really nice guy outside of the court. Speaks a lot of English languages, and yeah, just really nice guy. Big fighter, big heart on the tennis court. I think fans always love him. And yeah, so that's even at the end of the match, he's losing, but we had some fun time. Of course, it's not easy sometimes in a competitive match, but we had some fun in the end, and it was really nice.
Final questions, and Jaime, please go ahead.
Hi, Daniel. Good night.
Good night.
Yesterday, you talked about the possibility of being number 1, and that is no longer a dream, but just an objective. But how do you feel to possibly be the tennis player who could break the hegemony of Rafa, Roger, Novak, and Andy Murray in that number 1 place since 2004?
I would be really happy. I mean, what else can I say? To be honest, it would not really matter if it would be Sampras there, Marat-Safin, or Novak. It's a goal that when you dream about when you are young, you just want to achieve it. And but to break this, when I became number 2, I didn't even know this, but everybody started saying me that I'm the first one since I think 2005 and Leighton Hewitt. And that was, nice to hear because, it means that some of your achievements on the tennis court are really big and maybe bigger than I could imagine. And it's the same if I manage to make it, because it's still not done and it's far from being done. In tennis, everything is far until it's done. We all know, especially by some crazy matches where you think you won the match, but that's not true. It's going to mean a lot, and I'm sure there are going to be some, like usually in sports, a lot of statistics going on, since when, since what, since how, and it's going to be fun. But first, I need to achieve it, because it's going to hurt even more if we talk a lot about this and I don't make it. So that's my main goal, to try to win as many matches as possible next 3 weeks, and then see where did I come.
Those will be all the questions. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.